X-ray for Hollywood. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, hello there. I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my review of Brightburn. It stars Elizabeth Banks, David Denman, Jackson A. Dunn, Matt Jones, Meredith Hagner, and more. It is the story of a childless couple living in the town of Brightburn, Kansas. Tori and Kyle Breyer, played by Elizabeth Banks and David Denman, have been trying for a while to conceive a child. One night, as they're about to try again, there's a loud explosion and they see something glowing in the woods near their farmhouse. They go and inspect, and there's a child, a baby, in what appears to be some sort of spaceship. They bring the child into their home, raise it as their own. They tell him he's adopted. They tell everybody he's adopted. And as the child turns 12, things begin to change. He becomes more aggressive. He becomes more lippy with his parents. And the craft that brought him to the Briars is glowing at night and talking to him in a language that he doesn't understand. But it's having an effect on him. Brandon, played by Jackson A. Dunn, the kid, starts developing these abilities, and he overreacts to perceived slights from adults and his school friends. And it becomes quickly clear that Brandon is losing control of himself. He's also continuing to get messages from this craft, and he's beginning to figure out what they're saying. Brightburn it wasn't directed by James Gunn. It was produced by the Gunns and several other people. This was kind of the first project James Gunn did after he got fired from Marvel and Disney for some old tweets. Some of the complaints about this movie by the real critics are that it doesn't do anything new with the story. That's because I think this may be the first chapter in a continuing saga of Brandon and his abilities to create chaos and destruction. And something I would have liked to have seen is a counterpart to Brandon's evil. Perhaps a similarly powered good that would, they would cancel each other out. They would battle and keep each other occupied while protecting everybody else on the ground. Perhaps a sequel, maybe, if this one does good enough. But it looks really good. The sound design is really impressive when Brandon uses his abilities. The special effects are good to a point. There are obviously some that are a little cheap looking because the film didn't cost that much to make. But considering it's such a low budget, it does look really good. And there isn't a lot of Brandon doing his thing that would require a huge amount of special effects. There are some gory deaths in this movie. In the trailer, you see the scene where the lady picks the piece of glass out of her eye. And that is almost exactly how that happens in the movie. So, if you wonder what it would be like if Superman was turned funny, Brightburn is your answer. And I'm surprised the makers of this movie haven't been sued by DC, since this is essentially the Superman story if Superman was bad. But apparently it isn't. They haven't been sued, or they wrote him a check and said, just leave us alone, let us make our little movie. I enjoyed Brightburn quite a bit. I would have liked to, again, have seen the counterpoint to Brandon's evil, so I'm hoping there's a sequel where somehow another alien child with the same powers takes him on, and we have this giant epic battle, but that'll be $100 million movie, so chances are it isn't going to happen. Anyway, I enjoyed Brightburn quite a bit. I'm giving it 4 stars. Go to StanTheMovieMan.com to read my complete review. You can follow me on Twitter @MovieManStan and send me emails StanTheMovieMan123 @gmail.com. Till next time. Later.